चित्तकामं भजे रामं घनश्यामं गुणधामं रम्यनामं क्षेमं मुखसोमं रिपुभीमं चित्तकामं भजे। वीरं मेरुधीरं सुकुमारम् आत्मसारं शूरं सर्वाधारं सद्विचारं शुभाकारं भजे रामं घनश्यामं गुणधामं रम्यनामं क्षेमं मुखसोमं रिपुभीमं चित्तकामं भजे। ध्यानं चित्तलीनं स्मृतिमानं दयास्थानं ज्ञानं स्वयं भानुं कामधेनुं श्रुतिमानं भजे रामं घनश्यामं गुणधामं रम्यनामं क्षेमं मुखसोमं रिपुभीमं चित्तकामं भजे। वेदं वेदगीतं निजबोधं विश्वातीतं मोदं दशनादं कविनोदं मृदुपादं भजे रामं घनश्यामं गुणधामं रम्यनामं क्षेमं मुखसोमं रिपुभीमं चित्तकामं भजे। श्रीशं श्रीनिवासं मन्दहासं चिद्विलासं भासं चित्तहासं अच्युतेशं भवनाशं भजे रामं घनश्यामं गुणधामं रम्यनामं क्षेमं मुखसोमं रिपुभीमं चित्तकामं भजे रामं घनश्यामं गुणधामं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं दूरीकृतपातकसंसर्गं दूरीकृतपातकसंसर्गं पूरितनानाविधफलवर्गं दूरीकृतपातकसंसर्गं पूरितनानाविधफलवर्गं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं जनन मरण भय शोक विदूरं जनन मरण भय शोक विदूरं सकल शास्त्र निगमागमसारं जनन मरण भय शोक विदूरं सकल शास्त्र निगमागमसारं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं परिपालित सरसि जगद्भाण्डं परिपालित सरसि जगद्भाण्डं परमपवित्रीकृतपाषण्डं परिपालित सरसि जगद्भाण्डं परमपवित्रीकृतपाषण्डं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं परमहंसाश्रमगीतं शुद्ध परमहंसाश्रमगीतं शुकशौनककौशिकमुखपीतं शुद्ध परमहंसाश्रमगीतं शुकशौनककौशिकमुखपीतं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं सूरजमङ्गल सोमभृगु सुत सूरजमङ्गल सोमभृगु सुत बुध गुरुवरदायक तेरो बुध गुरुवरदायक तेरो राहु केतु की नाही गम्यत राहु केतु की नाही गम्यत संग शनीचर होत कुचेरो जानकीनाथ सहाय करे जब कौन बिगाड़ करे नर तेरो जानकीनाथ सहाय
Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters, brothers, and loving children. Vasudeva Sutam Devam, Kamsa Chanuramarthanam, Devaki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. I salute Lord Krishna, the world teacher, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of Kamsa and Janura, the supreme bliss of Devaki. It brings me immense joy on behalf of the officials of the Ramakrishna Center of South Africa, Phoenix, Johannesburg Subcenter, to extend a warm and cordial welcome to each of you to today's online program commemorating the auspicious occasion of Krishna Ashtami. Sri Krishna categorically declares in the Bhagavad Gita that he is the original compiler of Vedanta philosophy and therefore the supreme master of Vedanta. The wordings from the articulations of Sri Krishna are as follows. I am present in everyone's heart as the Super Soul Paramatma. All fruitive rewards are given by me. From me comes past recollection, and it is I who gives them knowledge and forgetfulness. I am not only present as the all-pervading Brahman and also as localized Paramatma, but I also appear as incarnations for delivering all souls of this world. I am therefore the instructor of Vedanta philosophy, and the Vedic knowledge is meant for knowing me only. As I am the Vedanta compiler and instructor, nobody knows Vedanta philosophy better than me. The Johannesburg Subcenter has embarked on a milestone project to build an ashrama complex in the name of our revered master Sri Ramakrishna. We have successfully completed the rezoning process and have commenced with fundraising activities. We humbly appeal to all of our devotees, well-wishers, donors for your support as we take our next step in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of building an ashrama complex. If you would like to donate or participate by offering your skills in any of these activities, please send us a message with your email address and contact number on the live chat, or by emailing the Johannesburg Subcenter on johannesburg-ramakrishna-phoenix.org.za. We will now commence with today's program.
अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय जननी शारदा Hare
स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय Ramakrishnaय te namaha. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the week-long celebration of Krishna Janmashtami. We are preparing for the Krishna Janmashtami. So now, as usual, I think you are all ready with the puja articles, ready to perform the puja. We shall begin the Achamanam. So before that, just we will chant some Ganesha mantra to remove all the obstacles and also the mantra of the Guru. Then we will start the proper thing. I am going to repeat it. If you know the mantras, you can also chant with me or just remember Lord Ganesha and pray to him that he will remove all the obstacles. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Now Lord Ganapati has come to our heart and he will be removing all the obstacles. Now we are going to remember our Guru, our Mantra Diksha Guru, and Ramakrishna also we can remember the same thing. It is the same thing. So that Guru also will guide us. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now chanting of the mantra of Ganesha and Guru. We are going to the proper Achamanam. Now Swamijis will show you how to do Achamanam and they will be performing that with the mantra. You can also do that. Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu. 3 times they are telling the name of Vishnu. By remembering the name of Vishnu, your mind and body will be purified, both externally and internally. That is the meaning of the mantra they will be uttering now. Now with the Ganga water, they are now doing this Achmanam. You can also sip water. Narayanam Namaskritya Sarvakarmani Hare Sada Pashyanti Suryaha Divi Vichakshuratatam Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvavasthanutva Vyasvarit Purvikaksham Vakshayatantashri Now we are going to the next step, that is a Pitanyasa. The mantra is given there, touching the chest with the Mruga Mudra. The mudra is also given there. Swamijis will show you. So the mantra is also there. Chant the mantra Om Hrim Pitadevatabhyo Namaha. In your heart, you have to make the Pita, the place on which the Lord will be seated. So that Pita is worshipped now with the mantra. Swamijis will show you.
Om Hrim Pitadevatabhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Pitadevatabhyo Namaha.
So after the Pita Puja, now we have the Rishyadanyasa. It is the paying homage to the Rishis. It is called Rishyadanyasa. Now touching the following parts of the body with the Tattva Mudra. Tattva Mudra is also given there. Different parts of the body, limbs, that is head, mouth, chest, sacral plexus and feet. We will be repeating that mantra, and that mantra and the sacred words will be placed there in our limbs. Now Rishyadanyasa, Swamiji will show you how to do that.
शिरस नादविषये नमः मुखे विराट छंदसे नमः
Mouth, chest,
श्री कृष्णाय देवताय नमः क्लीं
sacral
बीजाय
plexus,
नमः पादयो
feet.
स्वाहा शक्तये नमः दुर्गा प्रणाम.
Now we are doing Durga Pranam with the Durga Mudra.
देवताय दुर्गाय नमः.
Now we have finished this process. Now we are going to the next step, that is Karanyasaha, consecration of the hands. So all the fingers of our hands are touched with different other fingers, telling the mantra, the Klam, Klim, Klum, Klaim, Klaum, Klaha. This is the Bija mantra of Shri Krishna. We are consecrating all our fingers, the whole arms, with that mantra. The Swamijis will show you that.
Om Klam Mushtabhyam Namaha. Om Klim Dardanibhyam Swaha. Om Klum Madhumabhyam Vashat. Om Klaim Anandabhyam Hum. Om Klam Kanishtabhyam Dokshat. Om Klam Varadalabhishtabhyam Astraya Fat.
Now we are going to the next step, that is Anganyasa, we are consecrating all the limbs, consecration of the limbs, different parts of our body. We will place those sacred bija mantras, klam, klim, klum, klaim, klaum, klaha, these sacred bija mantra of Shri Krishna on different parts of our limbs, so that we'll become more and more purified and our limbs are consecrated. Swamijis will show you that process. Angam is different parts of the limbs of the body. Heart, head, now shikha, tuft of hair, the shoulders, the three eyes. Now we are going to the next process, Vyapakanyasa. This is a consecration. The total consecration is called Vyapakanyasa. So now the Swamijis will show you by the Bija mantra. You should know what is the Mula mantra of Krishna. So Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Om. This is the Mula mantra of Shri Krishna that will be repeated and the whole body is consecrated. Vyapakanyasa, total consecration. Swamijis will show you.
Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Om. Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Om. Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Om.
Now the next process, that is the Pita Puja. Now you have purified the place where the Lord Krishna is seated in your heart. The Pita has been made ready. Now you have to make ready the Pita, where now you will place Lord outside there in the image or the photo and then worship. So that Pita where the Lord will stay, will stand or sit, so that is now worshipped. Wherever you have kept the photo or the image of Lord Krishna, you can worship that place where Lord Krishna is standing or sitting with this mantra. This is Pita Puja, worship of the seat of the deity. Swamijis will show you now.
Om Hri Vedam Pushpe Isha Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Hri Vedam Pushpe Isha Shaktibhyo Namaha.
Now we are doing the next step, that is Dhyanam, meditation. So to do the meditation, we have to place our hand in this mudra. So that's called the Kurma mudra, the tortoise mudra. The flower is to be taken in that mudra, then kept near the heart, and you have to do the meditation mantra. The Dhyana mantra also will be told by the Swamijis. You can see Swamiji will perform that.
Om Klim Purendi Varakanti Bindu Vadanam Varaham Supriyam Srivatsangamudara Suvadaram Pitambaram Sundaram Gopinayam Pavajitatam Gogo Samsmadakatam Govindam Kavarim Bhavaram Divyam Prabhusham Bhaje.
Now that flower in which the heart, from your heart, the Lord, you have meditated in the heart, and now you will bring it through that process into that flower. From the flower, you are placing Lord Krishna slowly on the image, and now you can see the Lord is manifested in that image or photo wherever you want to worship. Now you will make it more intense by doing Paramikarana Mudra. Please come here, please come here, please stay, please stay. You turn towards me, you turn towards me to receive my worship. Please stay here and receive my puja, that is the prayer. Now sprinkling Ganga water on it 3 times. By this process, you have done the Prana Pratishtha, you have Avahana. Now this is the Paramikarana Mudra, and sprinkling of the water is shown here. By this. That's a Paramikarana Mudra, to make the Lord to stay in that image, the place where you please. You will give him the worship. Now we are going to the next step, That is the 10 services done to the Lord. Dasha Upachara Puja. So this is the proper puja. Now I think everything is ready with the water, sandal paste and everything. It is there. Padyam is the water. Then Arghya, you have to prepare that flower, tulsi and everything. Durva grass, Akshata. Then Achamanam, water for Achamanam. Then Snaniya, that is the bathing. So if you have that all Pancha Amrita, 5 items, that also can be given after the bathing. Then it is the Gandha, the sandal paste and Pushpa, the flowers and Tulsi Patram. So now we will perform that Dasha Upachara worship. The Swamiji will show you. You can also do one by one. Now it is the Padya. You are giving water to wash the feet of the Lord. You're taking it in the spoon which you used to give the water. Then in that they are adding fragrance, little flower, Akshata, to make it more meaning that to wash the feet of the Lord. Feel that you are washing the feet of the Lord. Now the next thing is you are giving the Arghya. So take water, Ganga water, then Durva grass, then you are taking Tulsi Patram, apply sandal paste, then keep the rice Akshata on it. With the water you offer that. That is the Arghya. You are giving Arghya and also water to wash the hands of Shri Krishna. Now you are giving water to rinse the mouth of Shri Krishna. So Achamaniyam. Ganga water is taken. You can also give that, thinking that you are giving water to rinse the mouth of Lord Krishna. Then you take a piece of cloth, piece of cloth, then wipe the mouth of Krishna softly. Then we are giving bathing water to Shri Krishna. Now if you have conch, you can fill that with water, Ganga water, and then do the process of bathing with ringing the bell. Now the mantra will be told, Purusha Sukta, and then all the first line of all the 4 Vedas will be chanted. You can also now offer water. Feel that you are bathing Shri Krishna with water with lot of devotion. These are all the first line of all the 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Dharana Veda, Sama Veda. Now they will be giving the bathing with the Pancha Amrita Snaniyam. So the first will be the milk. They will give the bathing to Krishna with milk. You can also, if you have milk, you can give the bath to Krishna with that milk. Now we are offering Kshira Snaniyam, that is called Kshira Snaniyam. So you are giving milk to the Lord with that Kshira. So the milk is good. You can also bathe the Lord with the milk if you have. Otherwise water can be done. Water can be used. The next thing in the Panchamrita Snana is you are giving the bath of curds. Before that you will be giving fresh water. After the milk, then fresh water. Now you are giving the curds, Dadisnaniyam. With great devotion. The Narayana Gayatri is repeated with great devotion. You are given the bath to Lord Krishna with the curds. Now you will give pure water, fresh water, bath again. Then you will be giving the bath of ghee, clarified butter. Ghritam, Sanskrit it's called Ghritam. Ajya also is another name for ghee, Ajya Snaniya. So we are giving the bath of ghee or clarified butter, Ajyasnani. You also, if you have ghee, you can offer to the Lord as bath now. Otherwise, you can replace it with water and think that you are giving the bath of ghee mentally. After that, again, fresh water bath is given. Now, honey bath is given with honey to Lord Krishna. You can also, if you have honey, you can give the bath with honey with great devotion to the Lord. If you don't have honey, you can replace it with water, giving the bath of honey to the Lord. Devotion is very important. So after the bath of honey to Lord Krishna, now we are giving again fresh water bath to clear up all those things from the body of Shri Krishna. You are giving fresh water bath. After that, you will wipe the whole person or body of Krishna with a towel softly. Again, the bath is given with water. Oh, now, sorry, we had given up one more item, that is the sugar. Sorry that I left out sugar. It is now the bath of sugar. If you don't have sugar, you can give bath with water and more sugar there. Now fresh water bath. The whole process is repeated again with the Purusha Suktam and also the first line of the Vedas will be chanted. The bell is continuously chanted. Now you can wipe the water and other things softly on the body of Krishna. You can feel that you are wiping with the towel. With great devotion, softly you are wiping Krishna. You can see the Maharaj is also showing that, doing that. Now the next process is, after that we are giving, anointing the whole body of Shri Krishna with sandal paste. You can also feel mentally applying sandal paste to the whole person of Shri Krishna softly. You are applying that. You can feel. Then after the Gandha is anointed, now you are offering flowers at the feet of the Lord. Different varieties of flowers you have, you can take them, apply sandal paste to them. Indication of application of this sandal paste is indicating you are giving with devotion. With great devotion you are offering flowers, different varieties of flower at the feet of the Lord. Now after the flower we are giving Tulasi Patram. Take the basil leaf, Tulasi Patram, apply sandalwood paste indicating your devotion. Then there is a mantra, special mantra for that. Namaste Bhadrapada Vishnave Paramatmane Swaha. We offered the Tulsi Patram at the feet with devotion. Then the next process is, you are now lighting agarbatti or dhupa, incense sticks. You can light it slowly, let it burn a little, and then afterwards you can put it off. So now the Swamiji is showing you. Then wave it to Lord Krishna with the ringing of the bell and uttering the mantra. You can do that now. Dupaha.
Om Klim Govindamalvaya Swaha Ekadupah Krishnaya Namaha Om Narayana Vimahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat.
Now after giving agarbatti or incense stick, now you can get ready the deepaha, that is the lamps. You can light the lamps, deepaha, for arati, then slowly let it burn for some time,
Om
then
Klim
slowly wave it so that it will not get off.
Ekadupah Krishnaya Namaha Om Narayana Vimahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi.
Show it to the face, to the chest, to the whole feet and body of Shri Krishna. Then after that you can give that arati to the other people there as prasadam to whoever is near the puja place. The next process after arati is naivedyam, offering of fruits, sweets or whatever you have ready there. You can offer it with great devotion. Tulasi patram is added on the fruits or on the sweets or whatever offering you have made ready to purify that objects. If you don't have tulasi patram, you can add flowers, or else you can feel that mentally that it is purified by taking the name of the Lord. Now the process of naivedyam is started. You can also participate in that, offer that naivedyam to the Lord, mentally feel that you are feeding Lord Krishna. Slowly you can mentally take one by one items as many times and feed Lord Krishna with that sweets or fruits, payasam, whatever you have, liquids, fruit juice, milk, whatever you have, you can feed the Lord. To your heart content, you can feed the Lord. Now the chakra mudra is being shown. Then Agni Bija mantra, Vayu Bija mantra, now Varuna Bija mantra, Dhenu mudra is being shown to make it nectarine. Now the Matsya mudra is shown to protect that. Sharkaradi vinirmitam
Om Klim Govindamalvaya Swaha Idam Sopakarana Naivedyam Sri Krishnaya Nivedayami.
It is now offered to all the prana, the energies of Lord Krishna, by telling Om Pranaya Swaha, Panaya Swaha, Vyanaya Swaha, Udanaya Swaha, Samanaya Swaha.
Pranaya Swaha, Apanaya Swaha, Vyanaya Swaha, Udanaya Swaha, Samanaya Swaha. Ishtamantra Japa.
Now, you are giving, offering the water to drink, or whatever fruit juice, whatever you kept, you are offering there. You are giving water punarachmaniyam to rinse mouth or wash the mouth after eating the food. The mouth is to be clean. Now tambulam is given. After the tambula, the pan, again the water is given to rinse the mouth. Now the whole process of the Shopachar puja is over. Now I am going to perform the worship of the different ornaments on the body of Krishna. You can take one flower. I will repeat the mantras. You can just offer the flower to the Lord for all the ornaments on his body. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Vedave Namaha, to the flute of Krishna. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Vanamalayai Namaha, the beautiful garland on the person of Shri Krishna. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Kaustubhayai Namaha, the jewel of Shri Krishna. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Shri Vatsaya Namaha, to the Shri Vatsa on the body of Krishna. Now we are offering next the Pushpanjali. Now take as many flowers as possible in both your hands, apply sandal paste to it, and now by telling the mantra we will offer it to the Lord. This together with both the hands it is called Pushpa Anjalihi. Om Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Esha Sachandana Pushpa Tulasi Patranjalihi Shri Krishna Yavaushat. Tulasi and flowers both are offered with sandal paste, indicating with great devotion. Now we are worshipping all the people who are accompanying Lord Krishna wherever he goes, the protecting deities, the just like the bodyguards or the servants who will be always ready, the great devatas, the great goddesses, gods will be ready to do serve the Lord. So all of them we are worshipping now. Avarana Devata, Shadanga Devata and other things. Now offer flowers to all of them. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Shri Krishna Shadanga Devata Bhyo Namaha. Shadanga Devata we gave the flower. Now we are giving to Avarana Devata. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Shri Krishna Avarana Devata Bhyo Namaha. Now we are offering flowers to the father of Shri Krishna. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Vasudeva Yai Namaha. Now we are giving it to mother. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Daivakyai Namaha, the biological mother and biological father. Now we are giving to the father and mother who brought up Sri Krishna in Vrindavan. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Nandaya Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Yashodayai Namaha. Now we are giving to the brother and sister of Sri Krishna. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Balabhadraya Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Gopebhyo Namaha. Now we are offering flower to all the Gopa, Gopis, all the male Vrajavasis and the female Vrajavasis. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Gopibhyo Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Gopebhyo Namaha. Now we are doing the worship of Mother Radha. Now take flowers and sandal paste and offer to Mother Radha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Shri Radhika Yai Namaha. Now we are coming to the end of the puja, that is the final Pushpanjali. Take as much as flower, all the leftover flowers, everything, apply sandal paste, tulsi patra, everything, keep both in your hands and offer to Lord Krishna and the other deities with him. Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Esha Sachandana Pushpa Tulasi Patranjalihi Sangaya Savarnaya Sayudhaya Saparivaraya Savahanaya Sashaktikaya Shri Krishna Yavaushat. Now finally we will do the japa 21 times. You all know the Mula Mantra, but even in spite of that I am going to repeat that Mula Mantra and I will be performing 21 times. Japa you can do 108 times. With great devotion, we will repeat the name of the Lord, the Mula Mantra of Lord Krishna. Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Om 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 Om Klim Gopi Janavallabhaya Swaha Om. We have done the japa of the Mula Mantra of Lord Krishna with great devotion 21 times. You can continue 108 times. Now I am telling the mantra to offer all the act of the karma of worship, the phala, the fruit of worship, again back to Lord Krishna, so that he will take all the phala. He will give us only good things. He will take away all the phalas and give us liberation. But before that, we will pray to Lord Krishna to protect all the human beings and everybody, animals, everything, every living being on this earth from the pandemic, the coronavirus. All should be protected. Your father, mother, near and dear ones, everybody are to be protected. Pray for their welfare. And anybody suffering from the disease should be cured of the disease. All the pain, all the troubles, torturing and troubling, all the people should go away. So pray in that manner and offer everything to the Lord. Now do the final pranams after the Japa Samarpana. I'm going to repeat the mantra of the Japa Samarpana. After that, another mantra will be repeated, the final mantra. You can do Sashtang Pranam to Lord Krishna, praying like that. Om Guhyat Guhya Goptatvam Gruhanasmatkrutam Japam Siddhir Bhavatu Me Deva Tvat Prasadan Maheshwara. Now the final prayer. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat.
Krishna Tvai Drita Sabaha Tvam Vichimvate Jalaapyayat Vyalarakshasat Krishna Varshamarutad Vaidyutaanalat Vrishamayat Pajad Vishwato Bhayat Krishna Rishabhate Vayam Rakshita Nandano Bhavan Krishna Akhila Dehina Antaratmadhru Vikhana Sadhito Vishwaguptaye Krishna Sakha Udevan Sattvatam Kule तप्तजीवनं कृष्णा कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततं कृष्णा भुवि गृह्णन्ति ते भूरिदा जना। काननं कृष्णा त्रुटियुर्गायते त्वामपश्यता कुटिलकुन्तलं श्रीमुखं च ते कृष्णा जडमुदीक्षता पक्ष्मकृदृशा।
ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। My respectful pranams at the holy feet of Holy Trio. My pranams to Revered Swatma Ramananji Maharaj and Om Namo Narayana to one and all. We shall try to do discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. Revered Swamiji has asked me to do satsang on Bhagavatam since Janmashtami is approaching. So let us start what is meant by Bhagavatam. You know, the writer of Srimad Bhagavatam is Lord Vyasa. Vyasa means what? The one who expands is known as Vyasa. And since he has divided one Veda into 4 Vedas, that is why he is known as Lord Vyasa. Now that Lord Vyasa, what he has done? He has divided one Veda into 4 Vedas. And what are that 4 Vedas? Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. Same Lord Vyasa has written Mahabharata, wonderful book which consists more than 1 lakh slokas. That is Mahabharata. And that same Lord Vyasa has written 17 Puranas. He is Lord Vyasa. Now 18th is about to be written, and 18th Purana is Srimad Bhagavatam. He has also written Brahma Sutra, What is meant by Brahma Sutra? To understand the deeper meanings of Upanishad, he has written wonderful book. It is in aphorism form. It is known as Brahma Sutra. So after writing 17 Puranas, Mahabharata, Brahma Sutra, and dividing one Veda into four Vedas for the convenience of devotees, he did not get peace of mind. He was not satisfied that whatever I have done, okay, it is sufficient. No, he was not satisfied. Why he was not satisfied? Because the one who has come to serve the humanity, he will never be satisfied by his service. He will always think to do more and more service to the humanity. That is why, after doing all these works, Vedavyasa was not satisfied. And now he was thinking what to do, what to do. Meanwhile, Lord Narada comes. And Narada says, O Vedavyasa, you have written all these books and you have done wonderful service to the humanity. But you know, now the time has come to recite the glory of Lord's wonderful Leela, Lord's wonderful play. Now this is the time to recite the glory of Lord's wonderful divine play. And that is why I am telling you, please write Srimad Bhagavatam. What is meant by Bhagavatam? We will try to see each word. Bha. Bha means bhakti. Ga. Ga means jnana. Va means vairagya. And ta means turanta. Va means bhakti. Bhakti means devotion. Ga means jnana, knowledge. Va means vairagya, dispassion. Ta means turant. Turant means immediately. By reading that book, we develop bhakti along with knowledge and dispassion. Immediately, it is known as Bhagavata. The book which we read or we listen that book, bhakti means. Then what happens? The devotion will come up quickly along with knowledge and dispassion. It is known as Bhagavata. Now, let us go into deeper meaning of Srimad Bhagavata. Bha means bhati yati sarva lokeshu. The one who enlightens everyone. You know, we are all in ignorance in a way. How are we in ignorance? What is the proof that we are in ignorance? Because the moment we will have a knowledge, what will happen? We will try to see God in everyone. Right now, we are not able to see God everywhere and in everyone. The day on which we will try to see God everywhere, various forms of God will appear in front of us. Means whomsoever we see only God. We do not see that this name and form. When that stage will come, it is known as knowledge. That means we have achieved that goal. We will not have any doubt about our own knowledge. There will be no doubt, and we will see God is appearing everywhere. That same one God is appearing as many. One is appearing as many. And this is the proof that we have got that knowledge. And we will not have ego of our own knowledge. So long we have an ego about our own knowledge, we have not achieved the goal. So what Bhagavata does? Bhagavata enlightens us this knowledge. Gatiri yasya alaukiki. It takes us from world to the God. That is why its movement is divine. Parishtah sarva sastreshu. This book is the foremost among all the scriptures. Why? Because Veda Vyasa himself said that I have put the whole essence of Ved, Vedanta, Upanishad and everything into this book. And no other scripture says that by reading us, you will have a liberation. Only Srimad Bhagavatam is telling again and again. The more you read this Srimad Bhagavatam, the more you think about this Srimad Bhagavatam, the more you will be liberated. Liberated from what? Liberated from good and bad actions. Liberated from birth and death. Liberated from knowledge and ignorance. That is why it is the foremost book among all other scriptures. Ta means Taraniriyasya Bhavam Budhav. This book makes us to cross the ocean of samsara. That is why this is the meaning of Bhagavata. The one who enlightens us, the one who takes us towards divinity, the one who is the foremost among all scriptures, and the one which takes us towards holy feet of Lord from this samsara. That means the one which makes us to cross this ocean of samsara, ocean of world, is known as Bhagavata. And in this Bhagavata, Lord Sri Krishna's divine play are depicted so nicely. You know, this Bhagavata has total 12 cantos. That means 12 skandha. The whole book is divided into 12 skandhas, 12 cantos. Each canto has its own name. We will say skandha. Skandha means canto. Total 335 adhyayas are there. That means chapters are there. And more than 18,000 slokas are there. So I am just giving you small description about Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavata contains 18,000 slokas, 335 chapters, and 12 skandhas, that means 12 cantos. Now, in 10th canto, that means 10th skandha, Lord Sri Krishna's wonderful divine play is depicted. Janmashtami is approaching, so we will discuss about the divine play of Lord Krishna. It is our tradition, before we start any satsanga, we have to do pranams to the chief deity of that book. So we will continue that tradition. First pranama mantra is Satchidananda Rupaya Visvotpatyadi Hetave Apatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. In this sloka, they have depicted the form of God. What is the form of God? It is Satchidananda. Satchidananda means Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat means absolute truth. Chit means absolute knowledge. And Ananda means absolute bliss. These three. The one whose form is absolute truth. What is meant by absolute truth? The one who was in past, the one who is in present, and the one who will remain in future. This time space and causation will not make any difference on its existence. This time, space and causation cannot make any impression on that God, because God is above time, space, causation. That is why it is known, and God is known as Sat, absolute truth. Chitta. Chitta means absolute knowledge. Absolute knowledge. And Ananda means absolute bliss. So this is the form of God. And this is the same form of us also. Because according to our Hindu scriptures, we have come from the God. God himself said in Gita, Mamaivanso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. Oh Jiva, that means, oh human being, you have come from me. So whatever is my form, the same form is of yours. Now how can we understand that we are also absolute truth? Yes. See, 100 years back, we were alive. But we did not have this form. We had some different body. And after 100 years also, we all will remain alive, but in a different form, in a different body, and in a different name. That is why we are also absolute truth, absolute knowledge. You people are all experts in your own academics, in your own field. Okay, but still there is inquisitive to know something more. Why have you assembled here? To listen something about scriptures. Means we are all always, we all always want to know something. That inquisitiveness is there inside us. We want to know something every moment, every second. We are all thirsty of knowledge. So there is thirst of knowledge is there inside all of us. That is why we are absolute knowledge. And another is absolute bliss. We are all in search of joy. We all want to have joy. And that joy we want is 24 hours. We want to have a joy in our home as well as in our business field. We want to have a joy from our relatives, friends, and from everyone. And we want to have a joy in our all the three states, waking state as well as dreaming state and in deep sleep also. In waking state, we want to have a joy. Whomsoever we meet, whatever work we do, whatever we eat, wherever we go, we want to have joy there. In dreaming state also, if we see nice dream, if we see good dream, we feel, Govinda, Narayana, Vithala, I had a very good dream. We feel happy. And if we see any bad dream, we become morose. What will happen? I had a very bad dream. And in deep sleep, if we do not have deep sleep, then what will happen? Whole day will be spoiled. So it is proved that we want bliss in all the three states. We want happiness in all the three states. That is why our form is also absolute truth. So this is Satchidananda Rupaya. Visvotpatyadi Hetave. What God does, He creates the world, He sustains the world, and He destroys the world. We also do the same thing. We construct new house, or we maintain the house which was built by our father or by our ancestors. And sometimes we feel that this house is not required, it's pretty old. Let us destroy it and construct something new on that same spot or somewhere else. We also do the same thing. In our mind, we construct new thoughts. In our mind, we sustain some good thoughts. If we have heard something good, we try to remember it and we try to implement in our life. We try to meditate on that good thoughts. That is called sustaining. And last is destroying. We also give up certain thoughts. We do not like to remember certain thoughts. We want to bury that thought. We want to forget that thought. That is known as, we also do work of destroy. Tapatraya vinashaya. And says, what God does? He does wonderful work. He just makes us free from all the three tapas. There are three types of miseries. Physical misery, the misery which is caused by certain disease, suppose we have diabetes or back pain or nerve problem. So many diseases are there. Suppose we are traveling on the road and somebody has come from backside and he has hit us. Then our legs are broken, hands are broken, some injuries have happened. That is called physical injury. And then we suffer. We are admitted into the hospital. We have to be treated. So many things are there. So this is called physical misery. So when physical misery comes, we are miserable. That time we are in pain. Then another is misery caused by natural calamities. Suddenly earthquake comes, cyclone comes, or drought comes. All these things, heavy rains, suddenly cloud bursting. All these things are in a misery form. Misery created by natural calamities. And another is mental agony. We have mental agony. So much. Mental problems are there. We are not having peace of mind. We are always in stress because of not having good relations with others, or somebody has taken us in a wrong form. Somebody is not able to understand us. So continuously there is mental stress because of job, because of overload, and because of handling so many people, because of competition, because of target fulfilling job. All this causes problems in our mind. So who will remove all these three miseries? Physical misery, and the misery which is caused by natural calamities, and the misery which is our mental misery, mental pain. Who will clear all these three pains? Only God will be able to clean it. Only God will be able to remove that pain. That is why it is known as Tapatraya Vinashaya. Sri Krishnaya Vayam Noha. And who is that God? He is known as Krishna. Krishna means the one who attracts one and all towards him is known as Krishna. And prefix is Sri. Sri means that word is meant for Srimati Radhika ji. Who is Radha? The one who repeats the name of Krishna continuously from all his senses. The flow of Krishna's name continuously is flowing from whose lips. The love for Krishna is continuously floating. Is known as Srimati Radha. That is why we say Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Namo Narayana.
ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। This Krishna Janmashtami week is also called Gita, Bhagavad Gita week. So we'll chant some 5 verses from the second chapter. We are going to chant the 13th verse, 14th verse, 15th verse, and then the 17th verse and the 18th verse. 5 verses from the second chapter. So I will chant it, please repeat it after me, then I will tell the simple meaning. First we will tell one of the meditation verses of Bhagavad Gita. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. The Blessed Lord said to Arjuna, Dehinosmin yatha dehe Dehinosmin yatha dehe Kaumaram Yavvanam Jara Kaumaram Yavvanam Jara Tatha Dehantara Praptihi Tata Dehantara Praptihi Dhirastatra Namuhyati Dhirastatra Namuhyati. The simple meaning of this verse is, even as the attainment of childhood, youth and old age, all of us have to pass through these stages, is to one in this physical life who has been embodied in this body, so is the change to another body. Likewise, we have to give up this body too. Just like we were born, we grew up, there was childhood, then we went to the higher stages of life, to the youth, from the youth to the middle age, to the middle age to the old age, diseased, and then similarly we should go to the next stage, that is called death. Like there are changes in this life, so we have to go to the next change, that is called death. So is the change to another body, that is called death. Then again you will be born. For this embodied soul, all these things are natural. So wise men are not deluded by this. So you should not get into fear. You should not get into misery, pain, that I am now missing all these things and I am going to die. You should give up this fear, because these are all common and natural to everybody. So that is the 13th verse. Now we are going to the 14th verse. Let us chant it. Please chant it after me, and then I will go to the simple meaning. The 14th verse. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. The Blessed Lord said, Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukhadukkadaha Shitoshna Sukhadukkadaha Agama Apayino Anityaha Agama Apayino Anityaha Tam Titikshasva Bharata Tam Titikshasva Bharata. The Blessed Lord is telling Arjuna, O Arjuna, Matra Sparshastu, contact of the senses, our senses, with their objects in the external world generates the dualities, the pair of opposites like cold and heat, pleasure and pain, loss and victory. They are not permanent. They come and they go. Agama apayana. Anityaha. They are not eternal. They are not permanent. They are temporary. Being impermanent, Arjuna, do not worry about them. Bear, endure with them patiently. Tam titikshasva bharata. Ocean of Bharata race, do not be entering into misery, worries, endure them. Do not be worried about them. That is what Krishna is telling all of us. We are facing so many difficulties in South Africa, here, all over the world. This pandemic, and also there are so many riots and so many other political disturbances happening everywhere in South Africa. People are afraid. So these words of Lord Krishna gives us so much of assurance. Do not be worried. Do not be afraid. I am here to protect you. So all these things are natural. They will come. They are temporary. They will go away. They are not permanent, impermanent. So don't be afraid. Bear with it. I will take care of you. So then the next verse, after the 14th verse, we are now chanting the 15th verse. So the 15th verse, the Lord is telling, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Yam hina vyatayante te Yam hina vyatayante te Purusham Purusharshaba Purusham Purusharshaba Samadhukka Sukham Dhiram Samadhukka Sukham Dhiram Somrutatvaya kalpate, Somrutatvaya kalpate. So now, the Lord Krishna addressing Arjuna as the leader of men is addressing all of us. Lord Krishna is addressing all of us, the blessed Lord. And he's telling that enlightened one. He wants all of us to be enlightened with wisdom. We should not be perturbed, one who is unperturbed, alike in pleasure and pain, who is not perturbed with all the miseries or joys, who has a equanimous state of mind. That means we should all have the equanimous state of mind. We should not be perturbed by all these miseries or joys. Then whom these troubles and other things do not disturb, he indeed is worthy of immortality. If you endure all these difficulties, I am going to give you immortality. You will go beyond death. You will go beyond the fear of death. So, bear everything patiently, all the difficulties. O leader of men, that enlightened one who is unperturbed alike in pleasure and pain, who is equanimous, whom these troubles do not, this dvandva, the pair of opposite, do not distress, he indeed is worthy of immortality. You will get immortality, you will go beyond death, you will go above the fear of death. So you lose the fear of death. That is what Lord Krishna is promising all of us. So we are going to the next verse, that is the 17th verse. So the blessed Lord is telling, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Avinashitu tadviddhi, Avinashitu tadviddhi, Yena sarvamidam tatam, Yena sarvamidam tatam, Vinasham avyayasya, Vinasham avyayasya, Nakaschit kartumarhasi, Nakaschit kartumarhati. Sorry, in the beginning I told kartumarhasi, it is not arhasi, it is arhati. Nakaschit kartumarhati, Nakaschit kartumarhati. So what is the meaning, simple meaning of this 17th verse, the second chapter? The blessed Lord is telling Arjuna, O Arjuna, and through that he is telling all of us, know that reality, the truth, by which everything is pervaded. That is, realize God, know about God, think about God, meditate on that God, know about God, know that reality by which everything is pervaded, to be indestructible. That is, you have that God within your heart in the form of the Atman. So that God which is within you is the truth, is indestructible. So that Atman which you are, nobody can destroy it. So do not be worried. Do not be afraid of. You are indestructible. The fire cannot burn you. The sword cannot cut you. You are indestructible. So do not be worried. Lord Krishna is telling us, great, giving us so much of assurance. Know that reality which is within you, by which everything is pervaded, to be indestructible. Nobody can destroy it. There is no destruction to you at all. No one can cause the destruction of this immutable being that you are. So be bold. That is what Lord Krishna is telling in this verse. So the last verse of the second chapter, not the last of the second chapter, but today, the 5th verse, which we are chanting, the 18th verse is, let us chant it, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, the blessed Lord said to Arjuna, Antavanta ime deha nityasyokta sharirinaha, Antavanta ime deha, please repeat it, Antavanta ime deha nityasokta sharirinaha, Nityasyokta sharirinaha, Anashino aprameyasya, Anashino aprameyasya, Tasmat yudhyasva bharata, Tasmat yudhyasva bharata. The simple meaning of this 5th verse or the last verse today which we are chanting, the 18th verse of the second chapter. O Arjuna, through Arjuna, Lord Krishna is telling us, addressing us, what is said to perish is only the body. The body is impermanent. What will perish or die is only the body. What is said to perish are these bodies, but in that body, the imperishable, which is not destroyable, that your true nature, the Atman, the self, and unlimited spirit, Atman is embodied. Therefore, fight Arjuna, O Scion of Bharata race. So if Arjuna, a Kshatriya, his duty was fighting. For us, our duty, whatever we have to do your duty. O all people, Lord Krishna is giving us the message. Do not be afraid. You are indestructible. You have the Atman within you, the immutable Lord. So do not be worried. Do not be afraid of anything, death or anything. You are indestructible. Do your duty. Whatever duty has to be done, all the duty. For Arjuna, the duty was fighting. For all of us, whatever duty we have, Please do that duty. Do not be afraid of anything. Krishna has given this assurance. That's wonderful. So thank you. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langahete Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Krishna Tvai Drita Sabaha Tvam Vichinvate Jalaapyayat Vyalarakshasat Krishna Varshamarutad Vaidyutanalat Vrishamayat Pajad Vishwato Bhayat Krishna Rishabhate Vayam Rakshita Nandano Bhavan Krishna Akhila Dehina Antaratmadru Vikhana Sarhito Vishwaguptaye Krishna Sakha Udevan Sattvatam Kule Jeevanam Krishna Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam कृष्णा भुवि गृह्णन्ति ते भूरिदा जना। काननं कृष्णा त्रुटियुर्गायते त्वामपश्यता कुटिलकुन्तलं श्रीमुखं च ते कृष्णा जडमुदीक्षता पक्ष्मकृदृशा। पंडित वेद विहीना, जैसे पंडित वेद विहीना, तैसे प्राणी हरि नाम बिना, हरि नाम बिना, हरि नाम बिना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना। संत जना छाड़ दे अब संत जना, कहे नानक शाह सुन भगवंता, कहे नानक शाह सुन भगवंता, या जग में नहीं कोई अपना, या जग में नहीं कोई अपना, नहीं कोई अपना, नहीं कोई अपना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना, तेरी बीती जाती उमर हरि नाम बिना, हरि नाम बिना, हरि नाम बिना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना, सुमरन कर ले मेरे मना।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की, आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की,
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की,
गले में बैजंती माला, माला बजावे मुरली मधुर बाला, बाला श्रवण में कुंडल झलकाला, झलकाला, नंद के नंद मोहन ब्रिज चंद, हरि सुख कंद,
राधिका रमण बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की,
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की,
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की,
गगन सम अंग कांति काली, काली श्री राधा चमक रही आली, आली लतन में खाड़े बनमाली बनमाली, भ्रमर सी अलग कस्तूरी तिलक, चंद्र सी झलक,
ललित छवि श्यामा प्यारी की, श्री कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी।
कनक में मोर मुकुट विलसे विलसे, देवता दर्शन को तरसे तरसे, गगन सो सुमन बहुत बरसे बरसे, बजत मुरचंग मधुर मृदंग, ग्वालिनी संग,
लाज रख गोप कुमारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
जहाँ पे प्रगट भई गंगा गंगा, कलुष कली हारिणी सी गंगा गंगा, स्मरण से होत मोह भंगा भंगा, बसी शिव शीश जटा के बीच, हरे अघ कीच,
चरण छवि श्री बनवारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
चमकती उज्ज्वल तट रेणु रेणु, बाज रही वृंदावन वेणु वेणु, चहु दिश गोपी ग्वाल धेनु धेनु, हसत मृदु मंद चांदिनी चंद, कटत भव फंद,
तेरे सुन दीन भिखारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की।
आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी
सर्वेषां मङ्गलं जी की जय। ओम नमो नारायणाय।
Om Namo Narayanaya. We thank you all for joining us for today's Krishna Ashtami program and pray you have found comfort during this time of prayer. The Johannesburg Sub-Center hosts the Hinduism for Children's classes, which are held every Sunday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. All are welcome to attend. On behalf of Swami Swatma Ramanandaji Maharaj and the officials of the Johannesburg Sub-Center, we humbly thank you for joining us for today's Krishna Ashtami program and look forward to your company for tomorrow's program. Om Namo Narayanaya.